Yeah, hello. In this data engineering module, I would be demonstrating this module 2, that is data driven organization, the lab, accessing and analyzing data using Amazon S3. Yeah, my name is Anand. Yeah, you can see this lab already I have opened in this. I am starting this lab, and meanwhile before the lab is getting ready, I will go through the objectives of this particular lab. See, this lab you will learn about how to upload, encrypt, compress and secure data as a CSV file in an Amazon S3 bucket. Then by using this S3 selective features we will be exploring, you will use SQL statements to query the data in S3 without needing to set up the database. So, yes, this is the following objectives which we are going to do. After completing this lab, you should be doing this following: create an AWS CloudFormation template and deploy it as a stack to create S3 bucket. Load data to S3 bucket, this is also one of the important one, and then use S3 to select select to a query and CSV file which you have uploaded in the S3 bucket. Modify the encryption properties and storage type for the S3 bucket. So, upload a compressed version of we will zip that and then we will upload into S3. Okay. Later on, review an identity based IAM policy that is used to a team member to access the data. Finally, to test a team member's restricted access to a data by using AWS CLI. So, these are all the things which we are going to do in this lab. This is a very important lab. This is the first lab in data engineering. So, once the lab is ready, you can see we will be exploring. This is the final outcome which we need to provide. The following tasks are numbered. There are about 7 tasks which are there, which we need to. Once the lab is ready, we can see this AWS is in green. So, the task 1 is basically creating a CloudFormation template stack. So, we will be doing in Cloud 9. This is the lab is ready just now. I open this in a new if you are getting this type of message, just click to log out. The previous session is there in that. So, close that and once again click this AWS. So, I am on into this management console. For my requirement, what I do, I duplicate this session and probably I will use for a different one because I want to start this Cloud 9. So, in this services Cloud 9, open this IDE. We have already a pre-created instance, for which will enable our IDE. So, this is Cloud 9. I click this Cloud 9 and there is already an instance which is there, Cloud 9 instance, you see, and then open in Cloud 9. It opens a new window, new tab. So, here this is the environment, and also we are going to create a new file with a name called as a create bucket.yaml file. This is actually the CloudFormation template which I am going to explore. So, you can open a new file, and file save as. You can just save this one with the name. And say maybe just to save, a new file is created. Okay, create bucket.yaml file. YAML is yet another markup language. Okay. So, this is the template which is helpful for us to create a bucket, and I will also explain the properties which are mentioned. So, first I do is that I copy into this template, see, just paste it, no changes are required, and save this file. You can see this. This templates basically creates an S3 bucket. You can see bucket name is join, add my bucket. this is the one. So, beginning itself I will take you to S3 service, where currently there are no buckets basically, or maybe let me explore if there are any buckets. Yeah, there is one IDEA S3 lab bucket. Okay, but here my bucket will be, this is the bucket name which will be created, and you can see this block public access is enabled by default. Yeah, that's what he means to say, and also versioning is enabled in this bucket, and finally the server encryption is also being done. See, you can see this encryption also, public access is true, and your versioning is enabled, and encryption is also AWS KMS. Okay, let us validate this template first using this particular one, I mean CloudFormation validate template. Yeah, I'll just show you this. So, I have already saved this file. So, if this is correct, it will tell you validated. Yeah, it has given parameters as so and so, and test for S3 infrastructure is proper. You get this message. Fine. So, let me create this formation stack. So, using this CloudFormation CLI, I create the stack name, which creates a bucket called as ADMI bucket. Okay, let us see using this template with the following parameters like block public access enabled, encryption enabled, and versioning also enabled. So, just say paste this one, and let me just press enter. This will execute. Yes, stack is executed. So, here also you can just try to refresh, you should see a bucket, my bucket is created. Yeah, my bucket is created. You can see the properties also. So, here in this properties, you can see bucket versioning is enabled, and also the things like permissions, a block public access is on, which is already there, and similarly your encryption is also enabled. Fine, this completes basically our preparation of the stack. Okay, yeah, I go back to the buckets. So, probably this is only just for your understanding. Yeah, you can also list this buckets using the CLI. This is point number 2, using CLI. I have shown you from the AWS console. There it should show you. Yes, it has shown. One is my bucket so and so, and the other one which is already there. So, this has been created. Fantastic. So, now finally you can delete the stack. We have learned about using CloudFormation template, how to create. We are going to delete all the infrastructure which we have created, that is my bucket. Yeah. So, this will remove the stack, whatever it has been created. You can see this in these buckets, the one bucket which is created earlier, if I try to refresh, the bucket is removed. So, this completes, I think, the point number 1, delete the stack. And yes, you can say list the stacks to see if there is any of the information which is available. I just paste it, list the stacks. So, the stack is completely deleted. You can see the message is delete complete. So, this is the outcome of this, yeah, delete complete. So, you can see the list buckets, you should be seeing only one bucket which has been created by the default. Yeah, if you want, you can just say Q for quit and just see the buckets. You should see only one bucket which is created. Yeah, the default one which is there. So, this completes task number 1. Okay. So, in task number 2, we are trying to upload some data to my bucket, which is already there. You see there is a bucket, this bucket, but I do not see any data here. I am just uploading using CLI. So, first thing is that I downloading some data. Yes, this is something which is called as a small file, you can see LL, this is the file. I mean there is a code zip, okay. So you can even unzip that is the next process, unzip that code.zip, so that there will be a file called as lab1.csv. You can see the data also once this is unzipped. So I just unzip this file, this code.zip, the red color, yeah. Replace, you can say R for replace in case if it is there, yeah. No, you can say, just say N for no, yeah. There is, you can see the file called as lab1.csv file is there. You can also do a cat for this lab1.csv. You see some data of 4 records, 4 records are there, 4 lines, perfect, same thing. Now we are going to copy this one to the bucket. So first let us try to list the buckets, and then we will do AWS S3 CP. So this is the bucket name, ADE so and so. So what I do now, I will copy this one to S3 / up to this you can copy, and then the bucket name. Yeah, this is my bucket name. Just copy only the bucket name, no apostrophes, nothing, just copy and say paste. Alright, if you are satisfied, press enter, it should get copied. Yeah, you can also verify here, let us verify. There is a CSV file, fantastic, upload is successful. Even you can go and verify using AWS, you can use S3 API or S3 and say ls S3 space ls and S3 : / and the bucket name. Okay, should show you the file. It has shown the lab1 CSV file. Perfect. So this completes task number 2. Now let us explore the task number 3, querying the data. In S3, yes, let me go back. See Cloud9, I am keeping it aside, will again visit back. So what I am going to do, this is already S3, you are having this lab1.csv file. So go back, select this particular one and say under actions, select this, under actions, query with S3 select. This is what he means to say, S3 select. In input settings, CSV, this comma, keep comma selected, exclude the first line of the CSV data, select all the following settings. This is CSV, the delimiter is comma, and exclude the first line because that is a comment line. Compression is none, this is a CSV file, no compression is there. And then you have selected, and select this particular one, select asterisk from S3 object limit equal to 5. Run this command, run this, already this command is there here, just run this SQL command. The first 5 lines will be shown. I think the record has only 4, yeah, it has been shown here. You can see here all the 4 records. Even you can see this is in a formatted method, it has come in a form of a table. You can see this is what is the task number 3. We are doing a query using S3 select. Okay, yeah, in the formatted, and also we will change the query type. Now only let us not explore the complete table, only the first name. So here instead of this particular line, I will replace with only the first name. and just say run SQL query. Yeah, you will see the raw format as only 1, 2, 3, all this, and in formatted also you can see all the 3 because you asked only for limit equal to 3. So yes, task 3 is completed. Now the task number 4, modifying an object encryption properties and storage type. Okay. Now this one, object class, edit storage class. Let us go with how to modify this storage class. So this is complete. Go back to your bucket. You have this file. Okay. So what you need to do? We want to change the class, the storage class from standard to intelligent tiering. So what I will do? Select this lab.csv. Under actions, you can see this edit storage class. Edit storage class. So currently it is standard. You can select the class as intelligent tiering. In this way, you can change the storage class. Various kind of storage classes are there. You can change depending on your requirement. You can select the storage class and then save changes. So we successfully learned about task number 4, how to change the storage class. So task number 5. So return back to AWS Cloud9. Yeah, I return back here. So here let me compress using this zip lab. This lab, the file name is called as a lab of this lab1.csv. So you will get a file called as lab. Yeah, it has compressed. When you say LL, you should see a file called as lab.zip. This one lab.zip is there. Perfect. So if you want gzip -v lab1.csv, yes, you can do that. ls-al will show you all the files, all the dot files. I mean that CSV file will be compressed. So this is the file replaced with lab1.csv .gz file. Okay. So you can see this AL also, ls or LL, LL-A, anything is okay. So you can see the file with yeah, all files like this. So now let me just complete or upload this one to what we call as into our S3 bucket. You see this one, let me close this one. So I have only currently lab1.csv file into this bucket, right. So I run this command, so here just replace this one with your bucket name. Replace this, okay. Remove this lab bucket. My lab bucket name is something like this. Just copy and say paste. You have to do this carefully, okay. Yeah, it has copied. You can verify by like this also. Try to refresh. You should see the compressed file also got copied. The gz is nothing but compressed. Okay. So I have verified. So upload is successful. Okay. Now go back to your S3. This is your S3. Okay. Select this file. This file. Yeah, I have selected this file. Now again please go with actions and probably you can query with S3 select. Yeah, same thing, S3 select. This time you enable compression and select this limit equal to 3. So this is CSV. Now the only change, comma, exclude the first line. Okay, you can have the No need to have this because this is a compressed file. He didn't mention all those things. It's okay. It is gzip enable. Earlier it was none. The query is okay. The query is okay. Run this. Still, after running this, you can see the data is still available, even though this is in a compression. It understands the compression, even the format also. The only big advantage is that the file size is reduced now. Compression means the file size will be reduced. Earlier it was 328 and now it is 259 bytes. Okay, this completes our task number 5. Task number 6, that is managing and testing restricted access for a team member. Let us do that. So, here let me explore this IAM. So, I just duplicate this or I go to IAM, that will be available in security, or you can go directly with IAM also in the search box. So, I selected this IAM. Here what you need to do, you select the users. Notice that there is a user called as Paula and it is a part of your group called as data science group. Let me explore for you. So, there is a user which is Paula and this is a part of your group. Yeah, you can see this groups which is data science group. Perfect understanding. So, choose this data science group link under this permissions tab. See this groups, you choose this under the permissions tab. You can see this. Yeah, you can see this. You can expand this one also to see the policy. Only just explore the policy. What are all the features, I mean which has been allowed and denied, whatever it is shown here. Okay, so no major change. Please explore who can access, what all things can be accessed using, and also to test his access you will issue an AWS CLI command using his credentials. First you need to retrieve his access key ID and secret key access, so into his regional account. So, what do you do? Let us explore this CloudFormation. So, we just explored about this user and all these things. Okay, let us go back again to CloudFormation. Okay, in this CloudFormation we already have a template, the stacks basically, which is containing ADE stack we need to select. So, here you have two stacks, the description is ADE. So, hence I select this particular stack. Okay, I have already selected the stack and choose outputs tab. Here outputs tab, you can select this. In this, go back to outputs. You see there are several values here. There is Paula's access key, there is a secret access key, all this thing. Fine. So, please note down all these things are very important. So, here he asked to specify AK equal to access key. So, what is the access key here? You can select the access key. This is the access key. Perfect. Say copy and say in your Cloud9, I will clear the screen first. This is very important. Just say AK equal to and say right click. You are defining this access key. Okay, fine. The first part is done. The second part is you need to copy this secret access key, this value which is there. Just copy. So, this is actually the secret access SAK. SAK is secret access key. SAK equal to and the following. Please do carefully. The key should match. Okay, I have defined this key. So, now what he has mentioned is just provide this value exactly. So, EC2 describe instances region equal to so and so. So, actually this key or secret access key which you have provided will be helpful only for your S3, not for EC2, but let us verify whether you are able to retrieve the information. So, just say paste. Okay. So, you are providing AWS access key ID, secret access key ID, and also EC2 describe instances. So, you got a message saying that an error occurred, means you are not authorized to perform this operation. This is as expected. The following error has occurred. But let us test with this one, AWS access key so and so with the bucket. Remember, we need to replace with the bucket name. You should be able to access the bucket, okay, with this secret access key. Let us do that. Okay. So, I scroll back, remove this bucket name. Okay. I give this bucket name. This is my bucket name. Where is this? Okay, and provide the value and paste and see that. You should be able to see, yes, you should be seeing all the values, like you can see this intelligent tiering, it is shown the bucket properties, everything, intelligent tiering and so, this is the encryption key, this is a CSV file, etc., all these things which is mentioned as below. Okay. So, it is working for your for your what we call as for your bucket, especially which you have provided. So, let me just say cat pulled lab CSV, it should show you the information, it is showing, it is showing the information completely, the following. So, this is task 6 which we have completed, and yeah, we have almost done. So, Sophia and data science team are happy with the workflow that you have created by using CloudFormation and S3 Select. By using this workflow, the team can use the AWS services in a way that following best practice. Let me submit this lab. So, once this is submitted, let us wait for the grades. So, this lab finally we could learn about all the the tasks which has been defined. So, let us wait for the grading. So, once this is done, you can see all the following tasks are properly done. These are the tasks which has been done. Finally, you also learned about S3 compression and the size of this. Yes. So, you have 35 by 35, all the lab elements are proper. Okay. Thank you everyone, and once the lab is complete, you can say end lab. You can say end lab, and thank you and bye from me.